No.
Hi and welcome to the first instructional video from the Lama Golf Institute. Tonight we're going to cover the aspect of the hold or the grip of the golf club. Very, very important, because if we don't hold it properly we can't expect the club to function properly throughout the swing. A lot of the times when we're actually doing the day chores, we don't realise that holding the club properly is similar to some of the things we do in everyday life. Like basically some of the things that we would pick up normally, like a hammer. If we didn't hold the hammer properly, we couldn't expect it to function properly, and we won't get the right action to actually get the hammer to drive the nail or post or whatever we're trying to deliver the hammer to actually work. Simple screwdriver, we didn't hold that properly, we couldn't expect to turn it and actually let the screw drive into whatever we were going to try and maybe door, a window, maybe a curtain rail or whatever. So these things are very, very important. A lot of these things will come natural to us because we've probably seen someone else do it and we pick it up very, very quickly. But our interpretation of how we hold the golf club can be a little bit confused at times. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at how to hold the golf club properly. For most people in the golf game, because they're right-handed, they tend to be very right-hand dominant with the golf club. Their left hand is placed in the golf club in a very, what we call, weak position. So in order to get the golf club to function properly, it is very important for us to place the hands on the club firstly in the correct position. That position is relative to our club head. If you notice the front edge of the club head here, it's a straight edge, or what we would normally call the leading edge. At all times when we actually apply our hands to the golf club, this edge is very relevant. A good way to start actually holding the golf club, or to learn how to hold the golf club, is basically to take the golf club and hold it in front of us where the shaft is actually horizontal to the ground. What we notice at that stage is the leading edge is vertical. Down to my year as a coach, and I found it's very, very important for people to actually imagine that the handle of the club here, or the grip area of the club, imagine it like a piece of luggage, like a handle on a basket or a laptop case or a shopping basket or something like that. That really what we want to do is we want to pick the basket up. Doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to actually hook our fingers around the shaft here, around the grip, and then wrap our hands over. Okay? Once we do this, what you will find is that our hand will sit more or less on top of the shaft of the golf club, or on top of the grip. Some of the points that we look for when we do this, if we were to hold the club in front of us at this point and actually release our back three fingers, the club should sit underneath the heel pad of the hand. In doing so, we'll actually notice that the club actually sits across the base of the fingers. So again, curl the fingers over as if we were actually lifting a basket or a hand of a laptop case or a piece of luggage, and then wrap the hand over. What we will notice then is that our thumb of our left hand is basically slightly right of centre. Most clubs where the grips have been fitted properly, you'll notice there is a logo in the middle of the grip, and we'll notice that the thumb is slightly right of centre. Also, what we can notice is when we look down at the hands, we can actually see 1 to 2 knuckles, maybe 2.5 knuckles at times, depending on how big or how small the hands are. Placement of the right hand, again, is very, very similar. If we actually feel that we're going to pick the shaft up like it was a handle of a piece of luggage, and again we hold it across the fingers, at that point we wrap the hand over and slide it into place. What happens in this situation is the hands literally come together as a unit. What we will notice is the little groove between the thumb pad of the hand and the heel pad on the right hand. There's a little groove here that basically slides over the thumb of the left hand. And in that position, what we are actually after doing is making, as I said earlier on, the hands work as a unit, and it's more susceptible to hitting a good shot. It allows flexibility in the forearms and a lot of freedom. Next thing we're going to speak about is grip pressure. Grip pressure is common among amateur golfers or people that pick the club up for the first time. What we do find mostly is most people try and grip the club too tightly. Simple little analogy that we've come up with here at the Lama Golf Institute is, in your grip pressure, always feel that your left hand on the club is similar to shaking hands with someone that's very strong, like a builder or a manual worker. It's a firm hold. Your right hand on the club should feel very much like how you shake hands with a lady. So it's very, 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 very subtle and soft. Or basically how you'd hold hands with a very, very small child. So there is a difference in pressures between both hands. Again, this done properly can lead to a quite fluent and rhythmic swing. So we hope that this first video can help you to start playing golf a little bit better. I know that all our students here at the Lama Golf Institute have improved drastically with just the instruction I've given you here. So, you know, watch this video a couple of times, take it in. By all means, any questions you need to ask, contact us at our website. It's www.lamagolfinstitute.co.uk. We'll be happy to reply to your emails or call down and see us at the Lama Golf Institute, Fairways Driving Range, Chingford. Looking forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.
Just got that.